What happens when a creative architect teams up with someone who has a lot of money to live in luxury? Well, you get homes that are designed beyond anything you can ever imagine. Calling them mega mansions or million-dollar houses doesn't even do them justice. So let's check out the 10 most expensive houses in the world that will leave you staring until your jaw drops. Number 1. Buckingham Palace, $2.9 billion. Buckingham Palace might not be listed for sale anytime soon, but if it were, it would be worth $2.9 billion. You're looking at the most expensive house in the world. This incredible place is home to the British royal family and has 240 bedrooms, 188 for the staff and 52 for the royals and their guests. If we're to count the number of rooms, there'll be 775 rooms, including 19 grand rooms, 92 offices and 78 bathrooms. We've even heard from a mystery bird that secret rooms are hidden throughout the palace, and you can go there to see for yourself, as the palace offers guided tours to the public. Number 2. Antilia, $2 billion. Antilia, located in Mumbai and designed by Perkins & Will and Hirschbender Associates, is the second most expensive home on the planet, pegged at $2 billion. This giant house was built for Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in India and the owner of Reliance Industries. The building is 400,000 square feet and has 27 floors, making it one of the tallest homes ever. Inside there, you'll find 6 floors just for car parking, a car service station, a temple, a 50-seat movie theatre and 9 elevators. Furthermore, it has a wellness spa, 3 helicopter pads, a hair salon, a grand ballroom, a yoga studio, an ice cream room and more movie theatres. With so many facilities, Antilia requires no less than 600 employees to manage everything without a hitch. Number 3. Villa Leopolda, $750 million. Sitting high above the French Riviera is none other than the Villa Leopolda. The place is famous for its amazing history, art collection and super fancy design. The name was gotten from its first owner, King Leopold II of Belgium. The 80,000 square feet of gardens, valued at $750 million, offer stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea. You're in a fairy tale when you step into this place. This amazing house has 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, a big greenhouse, a helipad, an outdoor kitchen, and one of the most beautiful swimming pools you'll ever see. If you've watched the 1955 movie To Catch a Thief, you'll find that this place is really familiar. Do you know why? Because the movie was filmed here. Number 4. The One, $500 million. The next mansion is called The One, and trust me, it's truly the one. This is one of the most expensive houses in the United States, and it's located in Bel Air, Los Angeles. This massive home of 105,000 square feet was designed and built by Nal Naami. The house is made of glass, so just looking at it makes you feel like you're staring at something amazing. Inside, it's just as incredible as the outside. There are 21 bedrooms and more than 30 bathrooms. It even has a 4-lane bowling alley, a garage that can hold 30 cars, a wine cellar that can store 10,000 bottles, a cinema with 50 seats, a nightclub, and a giant jogging track that's 400 feet long. There are also swimming pools and lots of other cool features. In 2017, this mansion was listed for sale at $295 million, but in the end, it was sold at an auction for $126 million after the owner went bankrupt. What a deal for whoever got it. Currently, it's worth $500 million. Meanwhile, if you like what you're seeing and would love to see more luxurious places, why not give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button? Thank you. Number 5. Villa Les Cedre, $450 million. Moving on, in 5th place on our list is Villa Les Cedre, a luxurious mansion in Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, France, worth $450 million. Although it was built in 1830, King Leopold II of Belgium bought it in 1904. The villa is set on 35 acres of gorgeous gardens filled with cedar trees, which is how it got its name. Meanwhile, the house itself is massive, with 18,000 square feet of space and 14 bedrooms. You'll have an Olympic-sized swimming pool big enough to host the next Olympic Games and a huge stable that can house 30 horses. While it was initially listed for $450 million, the current owner, Renatak Metov, bought it for $221 million. Number 6. Les Palais Bulles, $390 million. Known as the Bubble Palace, Les Palais Bulles was designed by a Hungarian architect named Antilia and built between 1975 and 1989 near Cannes, France. You could literally stare your life away when you step into this building. The palace is made up of connected bubble-shaped domes painted in white and pink, giving it a beautiful look. It's so unique that it's become a popular tourist spot. Now, let's talk about the inside. The interior is just as amazing as the outside. It has a reception hall, a panoramic lounge, a 500-seat open-air amphitheatre, 10 bedrooms, several swimming pools, and waterfalls in beautifully landscaped gardens. The palace has 29 rooms in total, including 11 bathrooms and 10 bedrooms. It really feels like a one-of-a-kind piece of art. It's worth $390 million, so you should start getting your money ready to own this place. Number 7. The Odeon Tower Penthouse, $340 million. The Odeon Tower Penthouse is one of the most expensive homes in the world, worth $330 million. This amazing 35,000 square foot apartment sits at the very top of one of Monaco's fanciest buildings, Tour Odeon. It was designed by Alexandre Girardi and built by Groupe Marsocco. The penthouse covers several floors and even has its own private elevator. But the coolest part, it has a private water slide that leads straight into a huge infinity pool with a 360-degree view of the city and the sea. If you're rich and looking for an incredible home, this is one of the most impressive places you could ever buy, and you should keep an eye out for it if it ever goes back on the market. Number 8. 4 Fairfield Pond, $248 million. Let me tell you about the amazing Fairfield Mansion in Oyster Bay, New York. This mansion is one of the most expensive homes in the whole United States. It's a huge, fancy house that looks something out of a dream. The mansion belongs to Ira Renner, who owns the Renault Group, and the main house covers 64,000 square feet, and the whole property is 110,000 square feet. That's like having a supersized playground all to yourself. Inside, there are 29 bedrooms and 39 bathrooms, more than enough space for a big family, or even a few families to live together. There's also a playhouse and 2 pool houses, perfect for having fun and relaxing. Actually, the interior is just as fancy as the outside. It has shiny marble floors, beautiful woodwork, and sparkling crystal chandeliers. Now, one really cool thing about this mansion is that it has its own power plant. This means the house always has electricity, even if the rest of the neighborhood loses power. Right now, the Fairfield Mansion is worth a whopping $248 million. Number 9. Elison California, $200 million. Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle, owns one of the coolest and most expensive houses in the world. His home is a massive 23-acre estate designed to look like a Japanese palace from the 16th century. It even has a man-made lake, a tea house, a bathhouse, and a pond filled with koi fish. This amazing estate took 9 whole years to finish because it's so big and detailed. There's even a special boat dock that separates the part of the house used for guests from the private area where Larry lives. Plus, there are 2 guest cottages and a few other buildings on the property. Now, one of the coolest things about Larry's estate is how carefully it was built. The buildings don't use any nails. Instead, they have walls covered in mud that are so strong and can even survive big earthquakes, up to 7 on the Richter scale. Also, the man-made lake is another awesome feature. It's 2.3 acres big and needed tons of work to make. They brought in 10 million pounds of rocks just for the landscaping. There's even a small waterfall and machines that create a foggy effect, making the whole place feel even more magical. Number 10. The Palazzo di Amore, $190 million. The Palazzo di Amore is one of the mansions that will have your jaw dropping. It's owned by Jeff Green, a real estate entrepreneur, and valued at $190 million. This is actually one of the most expensive houses in Beverly Hills. It's 53,000 square feet and was built in a fancy Mediterranean style by a famous developer named Mohammed Hadid. You'll find 12 bedrooms and 23 bathrooms, 15 swimming pools, tennis courts, waterfalls, and even a 50-seat movie theater. When you walk in, there's a huge 2-story entrance with sparkling chandeliers and 2 grand staircases that make you feel like you're in a castle. There's also a gigantic garage that can hold up to 27 cars. The 25-acre yard includes a vineyard that makes wine and a massive infinity pool that can fit up to 150 people. Now the truth is that there are houses that literally take your breath away and leave you speechless. For me, I would give anything to spend a night at any of these places, but for now I'll hold the pillow in my condo tight. So which of these homes is your favourite? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and smash the subscribe button so you won't miss out on our next tour of luxurious houses you can get with $200 million.